Welcome back, everyone, to the Bar Conversations podcast. I am Adam. I'm with my good friend Omar here today, and we are going to be going over the NBA trade deadline, the biggest deals that happened over the course of this past week. It just closed as of yesterday, so we're going to highlight some of the biggest ones that went down, give our grades for each team involved. So let's just dive right into it, go with one of the bigger ones that happened recently, with the Cleveland Cavaliers trading Darius Garland and a second-round pick to the LA Clippers in exchange for James Harden. Omar, what's your take on this? What's your grade for both teams?
So I think the James Harden trade. I think it's a big trade. I mean, James Harden is still he's a unique player. He's a very good player, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's an all-star. He haven't won a championship as yet, but I mean, he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame, if you ask me. You know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah.
So right, so he's his offensive skill is outrageous. I mean, the guy still shoot the ball at a high level, and he still can give you 25 a night. And any given night, he can give 25. I mean, his playoff record is something else to talk about.
You have to take that into account here.
Right, because sometimes he doesn't show up in the big moment, and that might be a thing where he haven't proven as yet to us like an old championship.
Yeah, but he's pretty old at this point. We have a pretty good sample size of him underperforming in the playoffs.
In the playoff, right? I mean, he doesn't. He show. I mean, against Boston. I mean, I remember against Boston last year.
When he was with Philly.
He did not show up in Game 7. He disappeared.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the only thing with him. But I mean, apart from that, he's a very good help to any team right now. And if you ask me, I think it's a good trade. I mean, so if you ask me, who benefit from this trade? I definitely would say the Cavaliers benefit from this trade.
Really?
If you ask me,
you think that they won?
Yeah, because I mean, I don't think I don't look at
Garland.
I don't look at Garland as a big L to I mean to like Kawhi Leonard he's not always healthy. He's not always on the field. I mean, and they lose Noel Palm to the
Paul George.
Yeah, they lose Paul George. He went to Philly. And then Norman Powell, he went to Miami. All that. So I mean, then the depth is like all the way down. I mean, so the team is like in a rebuild right now, if you ask me.
Yeah, they're playing some good basketball
They're playing
right now.
Good basketball, but I mean, I'm not giving them a pass to. They might make the playoff or they in the 10th spot, which is gonna be they're gonna go up against a team like OKC maybe. They're not going to pass the first round.
I mean, even if they get to that point, if they win the play-in.
Right? I mean, they're not gonna make a playoff. I mean, it's gonna be one and done. So I mean, so if you ask me, James Harden, it's a bit it's gonna benefit more because the East, if you ask me, it'll be more easier.
Yeah, it's wide open.
I mean,
right
you
now.
have to worry about the Boston, which is playing really good right now.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you have to worry about the New York Knicks, which is playing really good basketball. I mean, if you ask me, they got the best roster.
I would say so.
East.
Yeah.
On paper.
But I mean, don't forget about Detroit. Detroit's playing better than anyone right now.
I understand that, but I'm getting there. But I'm just saying on paper. So I mean, you have to worry about those teams right now, which the Cavaliers have to go up against in the playoff. So but I mean, they got the pieces. So if they come together, I think they can make a good run, a deep run. I'm not saying they're gonna go to the championship, but they can make a deep run. Okay.
I am a little bit less bullish on this trade for Cleveland than you are. I give them a C-. I do agree. I do think that this trade makes them better right now. I think if you ask me, are they better today than they were yesterday? I would say they are. But I think there's more things to worry about with this team other than just how good they are as a unit right now. Because we talked earlier about the playoff struggles with Harden. That's a very real thing. And that's something that a lot of times I don't love when it's thrown around about certain players. They haven't won a championship and it's a stain on their legacy. A lot of the time it's more about they haven't done it yet as opposed to they aren't able to do it. Because I remember people used to say that about Tatum all the time before the Celtics won. That he can't win a championship. You can't win with him as your best player. And, look back a couple years later and they reached the mountaintop. With Harden, there's a big enough sample size to where you kind of have to take it seriously. And this is also a guy that he's been, 5 teams now? And every single stop he's been on, he's ended up having a problem. He's become disgruntled with the organization. It happened in OKC. They had to trade him. It happened in Houston. They had to trade him. It happened in Brooklyn, in Philly, and now in LA. He's made a huge stink at all of his stops. He's a complete head case to me. And I think there's legitimate questions as to if you can win a championship with Harden as one of your key players. So I have some serious concerns with the Cavs in that regard. And I also think that this is a huge vote of no confidence towards Darius Garland, because if you look at Darius Garland, he's, to me, at worst the third best player on that team, and he's a lot younger than Harden. I mean, Harden's got almost 10 years on Garland right now. And to just move on and trade him straight up for a guy that has these playoff concerns and these struggles in the postseason and is a little bit older, I think says a lot about how little faith they have in Garland, whether that be with his health or his play in the postseason. It says a lot to me. I don't love the trade for the Cavs because I just don't have a lot of faith with teams led by James Harden come to postseason.
Well, yes.
No,
well,
go-
I mean,
okay.
well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, we're on different levels right now with that. Because that's what I'm saying. I believe in Donovan Mitchell and those cats. Those cats can play down there. I mean, they've proven
Yeah.
to you over and over. They can play. I mean, the only upside is, as I said, the defense is not the best as they used to be. But if you have faith, that's why I said they can do a deep run. I didn't say they can make it to the championship, but they can be they can get a deep run. So I mean, for the summer coming up, you always can make some changes. I mean, they got depth. They can trade trade up or whatever and get a nice piece or whatever they need to uplift the team. You know what I mean, on the bench or whatever.
Yeah.
But for right now, because Donovan Mitchell's on that team, I won't put anything past that guy.
Yeah,
He's hungry.
They got like 2 years though. They got 2 years until Harden is just not the same player anymore. They got 2 years to win, and if you don't think they're good enough now, like they're probably not going to be good enough with him as one of their best players. So I just have a lot of concerns with that team. With the Clippers, I actually really love this deal for the Clippers because they mortgaged their entire future to go and get Paul George. They traded all of their first round picks to OKC. They have no control over their future pretty much right now. And their team is really old. Like Kawhi is getting up there. Harden was getting up there. They have an old team and they don't have any control over their future. So being able to trade a guy like Harden and get a younger star player like Garland that can give you something to build around moving forward, I think is a really good idea for them. I think they did really well. They need to reinforce that team after the Kawhi years end.
But I think if you ask me, I'm thinking the Kawhi. I'm thinking the Clippers trade. I'm thinking they're looking for a long term, which is not going to be Kawhi Leonard. They're going to build around.
Definitely,
They're
definitely. This trade means they're looking
right,
forward.
They're looking forward. I mean, so right now, I give the as I said, for right now, I give the Cavalier an edge over them for right now. For the future, for the long run, I don't know what that brings. As I said, but for right now, I give them an edge because the offensive. Because right now playing basketball or whatever. I mean, if you have a good offense, I mean, you need defense, of course. But sometimes you can outscore a team, of course. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to make a run, you need to put up points.
I agree that they definitely got better. They
Right.
definitely got better. I just have concerns moving forward.
Okay.
But let's move on to our next trade to talk about, which is another big one. The Grizzlies trading Jaren Jackson Jr. To the Jazz, along with Jock Landale and John Conchar, a lot of J's in there, and Vince Williams in exchange for Walter Clayton, Kyle Anderson, Taylor Hendricks, Georges Niang, and 3 first-round picks. This is one of the bigger ones that went down. I guess I'll start on this one. For the Grizzlies, I give this a B+. I think that they did pretty much as well as you can trading a guy like Jaren. He's on a huge contract, and he's not necessarily like the best player on a championship team or anything like that. So it can be a little bit difficult to get your value back when trading a guy like that. But I think getting 3 first-round picks is really good for them. When I first saw this deal, I thought all 3 of those first-rounders were going to be from Utah. But I think one of them is 2031 Suns pick, and the other one is a 2027 Lakers pick, so I don't like that as much. But still, getting 3 first-round picks and a couple young, promising young players in Walter Clayton and Taylor Hendricks, I think they did pretty much as well as they could have. For Utah, though, this really confuses me. I give it a D+ for the Jazz. I really don't know what their plan is here because they're now paying almost $100 million annually between Jackson and Lauri Markkanen. I don't think either one of those players are the best player on a championship team. And, Keontae George is playing good right now, but I don't think he's the best player on a championship team. So you pretty much have all your money that you can spend already on your team, but you don't have a good enough core to win right now. You don't have any flexibility to get better. You already traded your first-round picks for Jaren Jackson. So I feel like they're kind of locking themselves into being like a 6 seed for the next 5 years, and I don't really love that for them. I think that I would have liked for them to hold out a little bit longer, maybe tank this year, get a really good draft pick, and then start building around the younger core of George and if you like Ace Bailey and players like that. But I think now they're kind of locked in to being just a pretty good team instead of being able to ascend to one of the great ones in a very tough Western Conference.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I definitely think the Grizzlies will make a better choice. And I'm with you. I give them a B. I give them a B because right now, no one know what's gonna happen between now and the summer between John Moran, because I mean
Yeah.
it's hard to move him. Right now you're home like $78 million.
Yeah.
And that's for now that's for now and next year. You're on $78 million. I mean no team won't take that, but I mean the guy can play. He's not a scrub. He's a really good player.
Yeah.
But the off the field thing keep falling behind him. So I mean I think the Grizzlies, if you ask me, they're with that 2 first round pick they get from Utah Jazz, they're rebuilding.
Yeah.
So they was hoping they would get at least a first round pick for John Moran. But if you ask me, any team that you send him to, or any team want him, they might have to add a first round pick to get rid of him.
I agree.
They
Like,
might have to add a first round pick, which is like that should never happen.
It's not for a player of
history.
that
Caliber,
talent.
of that caliber, you
Unbelievable.
should never have to add to get rid of him.
I
But
think they were trying to trade him, and then everyone was like, "I'm good. I don't want him."
I mean, the guy is outstanding. He can get the jump shot. He can do the trip. He can shoot the 3-point well, jump shot well, and he can drive.
Yeah.
And he drives very well. Off the field drama, it just keeps following him around.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't be careful and he doesn't get traded, this might be a long run for him. I mean, end up with the Grizzlies, he might find himself on the bench, or because they try to rebuild and they're not gonna rebuild around him. So, but I mean, I give them a B. As I said, I give them a B for the trade they make and the first round pick or whatever to rebuild for the future, because they're looking for the future. They're not looking for win today, but looking for the future. I mean, they get some good pieces, but those are like some pieces to help to rebuild around. If you ask me, So I definitely I'm with you. I give them a B for the trade they make.
And then what about Utah?
Utah. I don't know. I mean, they got $119 million. I think in for those two players.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're thinking. I mean, because Utah never always in the mix.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe they're just trying to win as much game to stay in the conversation. If you
That's
ask
just
me,
not a way to go.
it's not a way to go. But I mean, some team. I mean, all the way out there, it's not a big market out there in Utah. It's not a big market.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get a good player out there or whatever. So I mean, maybe they're just trying to win. But I mean, I give them a C.
That's what I'm thinking too. Is maybe
I give them a C minus,
Yeah, like maybe they think that they aren't going to be attractive to big free agents, so they say, "Oh, this is our chance. We have to go out and just trade for guys because we're not going to be able to convince anyone to sign here." But still, like, you have such a hard ceiling on that team now, and you have no money to play with.
Since they lost Donovan Mitchell, it's tough for them. I mean, they have not get a good player, a caliber for a first round pick or whatever out there, and it's very tough on the market out there. They said it's small, and it's hard to attract good player out there.
Right.
So I don't know what I can't tell you what they're doing. Cause if they're tearing down, are they rebuilding, or they just want to stay there, or they just want to win some game. It's hard to decide what they want to do. So in that case, I said I give them a C minus in that case.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on, the Hornets make a trade with the Bulls. They move Colin Sexton and 3 second-rounders to the Bulls in exchange for Kobe White and newly acquired Mike Conley, who then, of course, got cut right afterwards by the Hornets and just signed actually right back with the T-Wolves after being traded. So what do you give the Hornets on this one?
I give them, you know what? Be honest to you, I give the Hornets, I would say I give them a B+.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the Hornets, they're playing very good basketball right now. I mean, trust me. I mean, have you seen the way they're playing? They defend the ball.
I don't know if I've seen them play this well in my entire life.
I mean, normally normally talk about the Hornets this way,
Right.
but now they're a conversation, and the team is playing good. So I mean, I give them I give them a B+, and Kobe White is a very, very good player. I mean, you don't need to create shots for him. He creates his own shot. I mean, right now we got him and Lima Ball and Ball.
Yeah. Knipple.
They play no starting basketball. So I mean, they're gonna be interested for this season to see how we play out right now. Because right now, I don't know the record. Whether like 10th, are they like 10th right now?
I think they're fighting for the play-in right now, but they're on trajectory to really finish the season strong. They've been playing really well down the stretch.
Yeah, so I love the trade. I love the trade overall. They're gonna be very interesting, and it's a young team. They are very young.
Yeah.
They're very young and they're physical and they fight and they're hungry. Yeah. So that's what I love about that. And I mean, I can't believe we're talking about the Hornets for this. I mean, it's been a while.
They're so fun though. They're fun to watch.
They are fun to watch, and you gotta be excited.
Yeah.
And if they get in the playoff, and it's gonna be, any team they go up against, they're gonna be a battle fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then what about the Bulls? How do you feel about that?
Well, the Bulls, I think the Bulls. I feel like the Bulls. I feel like the Bulls are they're tearing it down to rebuild because they lose so many good players, which they try to get like first round pick or whatever to rebuild for the future. But for them, it's like you want are you building for the future? Are you building it's a long term thing. So I give them. I mean, overall, I would say I give them a C.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly where I have them actually.
That's it. I think I see it. I mean,
Yeah.
overall, that's it.
Yeah, I'll start with the Bulls, I guess. I totally agree. I give it a C. And this to me, this trade is a perfect example of why you should not wait too long to trade your assets. Because I remember it was just last year Kobe White was putting up over 20 points per game. He was playing extremely well, but it was also really obvious that the Bulls weren't anywhere close to being a contending team. And so you had this player that was really excelling in your program, but you're not anywhere close to being competitive. Why don't you trade him right then and there and get some pieces so that you can start rebuilding? I think that there was reports that they declined trades that involved 2 first-round picks going to Chicago in exchange for Kobe White. That's insane. And you look back, you wait too long. He's not having as good a year this year as he did last year, and now all you can get is Colin Sexton and a couple second-rounders. If you're a rebuilding team, you have to strike while the iron's hot, or else you're going to end up in a situation like this where you want to sell. They're doing the right thing. I think they should rebuild, but now all your assets have depleted, and none of them are worth first-round picks anymore, so you're not exactly setting yourself up for a very quick rebuild. So I think it's a really tough situation. I don't know if they could have done much better, but it is just a situation of why did you wait until now to make this deal. But I do love it for the Hornets. And I love the idea that this is the first exciting Hornets team we've seen in 10 years. Like since Kemba Walker was there.
Yep, it is.
It's the first, and I love how they're saying, hey, we're kind of exciting. We're a fun product. Let's just go all in right now, and let's just try to win right now without like mortgaging your future or giving anything up that actually matters. I really like that, and obviously they're going to be bringing him in to be the sixth man because you have LaMelo, you have Knipple and Brandon Miller in there. But I think that he's I think he's an upgrade over Sexton to be that sixth man.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think that he's a much more capable shot creator, and I think he's just, again, not playing as well this year, but if you can get him comfortable.
In a good situation, in a good situation, he's definitely going to be a better player, if you ask me. Because he's a really tough player. He's already a hard-nosed player, and you can't stop him.
Yeah.
You can't stop him from score. He's gonna score.
Yeah, he's got a high motor.
And he's defensive. He play good defensive. If you ask me. I mean, he's not the best overall, but he play good defense.
He's not killing
you. I think for a young team, I think he just fit right in for the young team.
Yeah.
He fit right in. Yeah. I mean, last night they played the Rockets, and surprisingly, they beat the Rockets last night.
Yeah.
So I mean,
they've been beating the crap out of it. I think they have two games this last month that they had a 50-point lead in.
Yeah,
that's the Hornets. That's insane.
So I didn't think I would be talking about them at this stage about how well they're doing, but surprisingly,
I'm happy they deserve it.
They do it. Yeah,
they really do.
They're doing well.
Yeah. All right, next trade up on the docket. This was a big one for me. I feel like I reacted a little bit more to this than some other people did. But the Warriors trade Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield to the Hawks in exchange for Kristaps Porzingis. And I'm going to start this off with the Warriors. I give this a B+. I was really tempted to go a little bit higher than that for this. You have to think first about what they gave up. Jonathan Kuminga has been in trade rumors for the Warriors ever since the day he was drafted there. It just seems like he was never happy. He never fit with what they were trying to do. He never fit into their system. And every single year it was Jonathan Kuminga's unhappy. Jonathan Kuminga wants to get traded. We want to trade him, but no one wants it. Like, it just seemed like it was this constant cycle of wanting to get out of there. So you trade a guy like that doesn't want to be there. You had no intentions of re-signing, and a guy in Buddy Hield that's not really offering a whole lot of value. And you get a guy in Porzingis. And listen, I understand the risks of trading for a guy like Porzingis. This is someone whose health concerns have followed him around his entire career. He's never had a fully healthy season. I get that that's a risk, and that you have to kind of bake that into this grade as well, the fact that he might not be healthy for them come the playoffs. But you have to think his fit next to Curry is unbelievable. Like, it's one of the most perfect marriages I think I've ever seen in my life, with his ability to pick and pop, shoot the three, post up. Everything that he does complements the Warriors' offense so perfectly that I think the ceiling on this deal is unbelievable. And I think if Jimmy Butler was healthy, he didn't get hurt, I think that this trade would put them squarely in contention to win the West. The Butler trade obviously hurts them. I don't know if they're going to be able to do that now. But I really think that you couldn't have asked for a much better fit next to Steph Curry than Porzingis. As long as he can stay healthy, I think this is a home run trade for the Warriors. And for the Hawks, I give it a B minus. I think that this trade's going to mean pretty much nothing to them in a couple of years. Like, I don't really think that this matters because they weren't going to re-sign Porzingis, and Kuminga's on an expiring, Buddy Hield's on an expiring. I don't know if they're going to re-sign either one of those guys. So I really don't think this trade's going to matter all that much. But at the very least, you get to see half a year of Kuminga in an advanced role in an offense, and maybe you really like what he shows you. He gives you some flashes, and you end up re-signing him and bringing him back. And in a couple of years, we look back and say, hey, that was a really nice trade that the Hawks made there. But I think that at the end of the day, this isn't really going to mean too much for them moving forward.
Well, if you ask me, I think getting Porzingis, I think it's a really good move. I mean, 'cause you have to think about you still have Draymond Green on the team. You don't lose him, you have him there, and you acquire Porzingis. So I mean, right now and then you got the defense covered, and then the offense. Steph Curry is the best 3-point shooter in the world
Ever. Yeah.
Like, there's no question about that. Porzingis can shoot the three well. I mean, only thing about Porzingis right now, as I said, is his health.
Yeah.
I mean, and then with Jimmy Butler out right now, you got so in the lineup you got Steph Curry and Brandon and you got Brandon. You got Moody and as I said, Draymond Green is still there.
Yeah.
And then Porzingis, I think he's cleared to play right now.
Porzingis?
Yeah, Porzingis. They say it's clear to play right now. That say he's clear. So I mean, we should be seeing him. Should be seeing him anytime soon in the game. So we should be seeing that. I mean, I'm not worried about the offense with them. The offense is like clicking right now with them.
Yeah.
I mean, any team you got Curry and Porzingis can shoot the three well. That's gonna be a good team, and and it's a good rebound.
Yeah.
And you still got Al Horford and he coming off the bench. I mean, he's older, but I mean, he's still he's still
he's giving value.
Yeah, he still got value. I mean, So I mean, if you ask me, I mean, once Jimmy get back, I mean, hopefully they resign everybody next year and they keep them out of once Jimmy get back next year and in the lineup and you got Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, and I don't know what Draymond Green is gonna be there for the summer.
Right.
But if he's still there and Porzingis and Moody, I'm thinking they're gonna be in the lineup. So I'm thinking they're gonna be a nice fit, a nice lineup, and they can make a run. They can make a deep run for next season.
Yeah.
But this season I can't say it because I mean of everything that happened.
Well, the Butler injury really kills them.
That killed them big time. But you know what? It's a game.
Yeah.
People get hurt every day, and something that's gonna that's why I call it like a gambling. I mean.
Yeah.
So it happened. You're just gonna move on and next man up.
Yeah.
I guess who is up? Porzingis
is up.
Porzingis is up. So let's do it. You know what I mean? So I mean, so if you ask me about a grade, I give them a B.
Yeah.
I give them a B just for the effort and everything. I mean, I know they don't have all the players available, but I mean for the effort, I give them a B.
Yeah.
So I think for next season, it will work out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they can win the West. Not saying that
if
they can make a deep run.
If they bring Porzingis back, they could though.
They can,
I can see it.
I mean, Steph Curry is also why is he 30? He's gonna be 38 years old also.
Yeah.
He's getting older. Draymond Green. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna be there or not. I mean, they might move him this summer to get some nice pieces or whatever. Because I know and look at cap space. That too.
He was in rumors for Giannis. They were trying to move him for Giannis.
But that didn't work out. I mean, I mean, if you got Giannis, Porzingis, Steph Curry, then now you're talking.
Well,
Now we're talking about Golden State. Or if the Golden State are gonna be OKC again. I mean,
no.
So I mean, but that didn't happen. So it's always that if.
Yeah.
So I give them a B.
Yeah.
I give them a B for the trade. I mean,
And what about the Hawks?
And the Hawks, the Hawks is tearing it down. They're already tearing it down. So I mean, they're in a rebuilding mode. So I mean, I give them the bottom line. I give them a C. Because I mean, right now the Hawks is not in a contented mood or whatever. I mean, like they're not gonna be. I mean, come playoff. I mean, I don't think they're gonna be like they're still gonna remain there in the playoff. I mean, because they don't have the right pieces. I mean, all these role player. I mean, to have a good team, you need a star player, and they don't have one anymore. I mean,
well, Jalen Johnson's pretty damn good.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not Trae Young still. So I mean,
I'm
just saying. I mean, I'm just saying. So I mean, we can all sit around and watch and wait and see. I mean, So I mean, I think they're in a rebuilding. As I said, bottom line, I give them a C for what they're doing. And for next season, I think they're going for long term. If you ask me.
All right.
Yeah.
Second to last deal that we're going to talk about, the Celtics trade Anthony Simons to the Bulls in exchange for Nikola Vucevic. They both also swapped second-round picks. Omar, what's your feeling about this trade early on?
The Celtics was already good. They was already doing good. They are second in the East right now.
I think they're tied with the Knicks right now for
tied
second.
with the Knicks in the East right now. I mean, and they had a really good shooter right now. I mean, Jalen Brown is playing outstanding. Derek White, they're playing out of their mind right now. I mean, the Celtics they're rolling. I mean, you get a guy that can give you at least say 15 to 18 a night. I mean, and the defense and the Celtics, I mean, that's not the problem right now. That's not the problem right now, if you ask me. I mean, so I'm telling you right now, I give them a B plus.
Oh.
I'm going B plus all the way for that trade. I mean,
Can't give them the A
not,
though.
I can't. I mean, I mean, as I said, the reason why I can't give them the A, I mean, the trade is very good, but then you gotta look at the team who's above them and who is still in the mix and who they're fighting to beat out. Or I mean,
You don't think they can win the East with this?
I mean, they're gonna come together first.
They look pretty
They're
good.
gonna, no, that's why I said to you, they are very good. And for the trade, I give them B plus for the trade.
Okay.
I didn't say that give the team an A.
I don't know if they could have done much better here, though.
No, they could. That's what I'm saying. So you know what I mean. But you still, it's always that little piece.
There's always room.
It's always that little piece of improvement. I mean,
Okay.
And they don't got their best player, and they're still doing good. So it's always that little piece right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But B plus, I think that's a damn good grade if you ask me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm a little bit higher on it than you. I do still think there's room. I'll give you the room, but I'm going A minus. I think that I love this trade for the Celtics. I really do. You look at their roster and what they needed. They needed one thing and one thing only, and that was a big man. I like Neemias Queta. He's playing really good basketball for them. He's a great rebounder. Every game you look up, every other game, he's got 15 rebounds, 20 rebounds, whatever. He's a really good rim runner, good in the pick and roll, all of that. I like him a lot. I absolutely love him as a backup center. I think that he is a perfect backup center for this team. And Luka Garza's given them some good minutes, but if you told me, do I feel confident about the Celtics going into the playoffs if their big man rotation is Neemias Queta and Luka Garza, the answer is no. That's not enough at all. So you get a guy in Nick Vucevic who fits perfectly into the Joe Mazzulla offense because of his ability to shoot threes. I don't think that there was a better fit. I understand the defensive concerns with him; they're very real. But again, if you can just score 120 points every game, you don't have to have the best defense in the league or anything like that. So I really don't concern myself with that too much. And then also, you still have Queta to give you that defensive punch as well. I really like it. The one concern that I do have is losing Simons. That bench unit doesn't have any scoring at all.
Right, yep.
They don't have any guy on that bench right now that you can look at and say, yo, go give me 14 tonight off the bench, which isn't a ton, but it's very valuable to have at least one guy coming off your bench that can do that. I will say, I think yesterday we saw the Nets waive Cam Thomas, and Cam Thomas is someone that has a lot of limitations as a basketball player, but he can score, and if they could just sign him and all he has to do is come off the bench, play 20 minutes a night and give him 15 points, 12 points, whatever, that would be perfect, because then you're basically replacing Simons with another guy that can do a lot of the same things as he can. I think Simons is a better player, but they have similar skill sets. And then I think that this would be an A-plus trade, but still a great trade for the Celtics. For the Bulls, I straight up give this a D. I don't know what the hell they're doing right now. Cause
I said that to you earlier. I just said that to you earlier about this when you asked me what to give them. I said, is they tearing it down? Are they rebuilding? That's what I said to you.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's hard to grade them. You just have to wait to see what's play out with them. You know.
Yeah, that's true. But you're trading all your best players. You assume that means you're rebuilding. But then you're not getting any first round picks or valuable young players back. You traded Vucevic, another guy that you could have got a first-round pick for if you traded him a year ago or so.
Yeah.
You trade him for a guy in Simons who's a good player but is on an expiring deal. I don't know if they have any plans to re-sign him. He doesn't mean anything to that team, at least for this year, and if they plan on re-signing him, I don't know. But you're not getting any valuable young players. You're not getting any valuable picks with trading your best players. That's what rebuilding is all about. You have to reinforce with promise, with picks or with young players. They're not doing any of that. They're going about it in the completely wrong way. Even in a rebuild where you're tearing it down, it seems like they're retooling it doesn't make any sense to me. So I hate this deal and a lot of the deals the Bulls made at the deadline.
That's why I said I cannot give them a grade. I don't know what grade to give them. I don't know what they're doing. Are you tearing it down? Are you rebuilding? What are you doing? You don't got a first round pick. I mean, what you don't mean? You don't got a first round pick coming up.
Yeah.
That's why I said it's hard to grade them. So I'm just gonna wait and see what's going on with them. You know what I mean? Are you making cap space for who? Because you're not getting Giannis there.
Yeah.
I don't think he want to come there. I mean,
definitely not.
I think Giannis' mindset is like sitting in New York right now. If you ask me.
Why would he go to a place that he's not going to win at? Like the entire point of leaving Milwaukee is
to win, right? Yeah. I mean, are you making cap space for who? I mean, I don't see no Michael Jordan walking to that door anytime soon again. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on with them there. So I mean, I'm just like, I don't know what to grade them at. I mean, I just gotta just wait and see what they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't think they know what they're doing right now.
I don't think they do. I think a lot of times we give these guys too much credit. We're like, oh, they know what they're doing. A lot of times they don't know what the hell they're doing.
They don't. You know what I mean?
They have no idea. Like we could do their jobs better than them a lot of the time.
It's not in 90s anymore. You know, this is the new 2020. We in 2026 right now. So you know, it's a different game, a different everything right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you trade, you gotta trade with sense. You gotta trade a first round pick. Some good second round pick or whatever. I mean, if you're making cap space, you gotta expect you're in the mix for somebody come in there. So come summer, you got a good player in there, like you know what I mean. Maybe they went to get what's his name Jamaran from the Grizzlies. so they don't need a first round pick.
So you just start throwing grenades into the audience.
Yeah, so the Grizzlies will just give you a first round pick and give you Jamaran. So maybe that's what they're waiting for. Who knows? So let's
throw grenades so that the fans don't have to watch the monstrosity that's going on.
Maybe that's what they're waiting for. I mean,
I mean that makes more sense than anything else they've done. I just I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. On to our last, but most certainly not least, trade that we're going to cover here. This is a big one. It's a mouthful, so get ready. The Mavericks trade Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum to the Washington Wizards, of all teams, in exchange for Chris Middleton, A.J. Johnson, Malachi Branham, Marvin Bagley, 2 first-round picks, and 3 second-round picks. I got a lot of thoughts on this. I'll let you go first here.
Well, so if you ask me, so the Maverick, first you get rid of Luka. Like, what the hell were you thinking? You get rid of Luka, and then you bring in Anthony Davis, which is Anthony Davis, 10-time All-Star. If you ask me, he's a 10-time All-Star player.
I think it's something like that.
Yeah, and he's a good defense. He's a real good defensive player. I mean, if you ask me, but the guy never stay healthy. So let's start there. But no, I mean, I think they're rebuilding around what's the name, the young star player right now. Cooper Flag. I think they rebuild around Cooper Flag. So I mean, for them, because right now Davis is still hurt with like a sprained finger or something going on.
Sprained everything.
So I mean, the guy only played. I mean, for the past 10 years, the guy played 57 games, one time with the Lakers.
Oh.
When they win, I think that's the year they win in the bubble. That's the only time he played 57 games. I mean, he's always hurt. So I mean, I can see that Kyrie Irving is still there, and he's still hurt. He's committed to stay there.
Yeah.
So if you ask me, I mean, the Maverick for this trade, I'd give the Maverick, I give them a B for this.
Yeah.
I give them a B for this. I mean, the reason why, because they get some good pieces, and they're saving cap space. Right now, Cooper Flag. He's not gonna. I mean, you don't have to pay him for the next
4 years, 5 years, something like that.
I was thinking about like a 3 year, whatever. You don't have to pay him.
Right.
So right now you can go out there and shop and get any good player to put alongside him. So I mean, if you ask me, I won't say next season, but for the next 2 seasons, I can see them making a run for the championship, because I mean Cooper Flag is putting up 25 to 30 points every night.
He had 49 the other night too.
I mean, the kid is young. I mean, there was Luka. Luka is 20.
Probably 25, 26
years old.
Like,
I mean, but Cooper Flag is young. I mean, so I think overall they win. People were steering them down. I mean, including myself. Like, what the hell are you doing? But no, they're flipping the table right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the basketball angel send them Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
If you ask me, send them.
Or the devil. Or the basketball devil.
I don't know, but I mean, you leg out the best thing ever happened to you, and then you pick up who gonna be the best thing if you ask me. Cause I mean the kid is playing out of his mind. So I think I give them a B for this trade because I think they pick up some really good pieces.
Yeah.
And I mean, the Angel Russell, he wasn't doing anything
He's
for
terrible,
them like
yeah.
otherwise. I mean, he was I think he was on the bench. He was hurt.
Yeah, no, I think he was like not even playing by the end of his time there.
Dante,
Exum.
I mean,
Yeah.
he was just
Those are just throw-ins.
It was just rise. I mean, so just throw them in for the trade and then go with Davis. But I mean,
You'd get 2 first-round picks back for him.
I mean, overall you can't beat that.
Yeah.
Overall you cannot beat that. It doesn't get better than that. You
Yeah.
got 2 first-round picks, and you already got a stud right there.
Yeah.
And then as I said, Kyrie Irving, I mean, he's the best ball angler in the basketball game.
Yeah.
He's the best ball angler. I can't see this guy like Kyrie Irving
Yeah.
who is that good. But I don't know what the future holds for me. I know he want to stay there, so I'm giving him Maverick a really good chance for the next next 2 seasons
Yeah.
to make a run in the East.
What's your feeling on the Wizards here?
The Wizard now. So you got Davis, which is a good rim protector, and he can score the ball. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if healthy, he can give you at least you can if healthy and he's playing up to Davis level, which is like I would say like 90%, 95% or whatever. He can give you up to 25 to 30 points a night.
Right.
That's what Davis can do to you. I mean, and he can protect the rim, and he's a good defender. And then you got Trae Young right there. Trae Young, he can score. He can shoot the three. He can and he's good at layup. So I think the Wizards they come. I think they're looking for something for the future.
Let me ask you
but
something.
Not now.
Can you name 3 players on the Wizards roster right now that aren't named Trae Young or Anthony Davis?
Or the NJ Russell or
or any of those.
I mean no, because it's a team they never like in the spotlight. You never watch them because they never been there. I mean who was there before where since they lose what's his name
John Wall.
Since they lose John Wall and then Bradley Beal. I mean they weren't in the mix anymore. Nobody was talking about them anymore. They weren't getting that much TV time anymore. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't tell you how they play anything. I mean,
Yeah,
but
that's my point, though.
But I think they're gonna come back. I mean, if you ask me, I don't know about next season, but I think they can give it a run if they keep Trae Young and they sign him out of an. I don't know if Davis gonna be there.
That's
But
another thing to think
but
about.
at this point, I mean, until his contract up, he don't have any choice right now at this point, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I mean, just a bit there. So I don't know. I can't pinpoint out to grade them because I don't. You gotta see them on the field. I gotta see them all together first and see what's going on. But I don't know. It's tough.
All right. I'm going to start with the Mavericks here. I have less to say about Dallas. I'm also going to give them a B. I will say I would probably grade this trade a little bit higher if we ignored the context of what it means. I think in theory, getting 2 first-round picks back for an injury-prone, one of the most injury-prone stars on the wrong side of 30 that we have in the league is actually pretty good value. I think they did pretty much as well as you could have in a deal like that. But you can't. We're humans. We live on Earth. You can't ignore the context. And everybody was thinking about this the second that this trade happened. This is what they got for Luka. Like, this is the return now that they got for Luka. This is what they have to show for him. They have Max Christie, a bunch of no-name players, no disrespect. Like, Chris Middleton used to be good, not anymore. And then a bunch of, like, scrubs, let's call it what it is, and 2 first-round picks. That's what you have to show for Luka. That's embarrassing. That is a dereliction of duty for the Mavericks. It's embarrassing. I will say, just judging the grade or just judging the trade, I think they did as well as they could have. So I don't think that, given the situation, they could have done much better. But it's really hard to ignore the fact that you just traded Luka for nothing, pretty much. The Wizards, I have a little bit more to talk about here. I give it a D+. I don't know what the hell they're doing. If you ever look at, there's certain teams in sports and across all different sports, these certain franchises that are terrible for 10, 15 consecutive years, and you think with all of these competitive balance checks that we have in place between the draft and salary caps and stuff like that, how is it possible that these teams are so bad year after year after year after year? It doesn't make any sense. Well, it's because of stuff like this. This is the reason why teams stay bad. This is the reason why the Wizards are irrelevant. Is because they got antsy. Let's call it what it is. They haven't made the playoffs in 10 years, and they got antsy. They got a little anxious, and they wanted to make something happen. And it's just too early for this team. They traded for Trae Young earlier in the year. I didn't understand that when it happened, but I could let it go because they didn't really give anything up. They gave up pretty much C.J. McCollum. That was it. They didn't really lose anything. So I get it. If you can get Trae Young for nothing and you want to do it, fine. I can accept that. But now you have traded something of value to get Anthony Davis, and you have officially traded this year for two of the most injury-prone stars in the league. You know neither one of these guys are going to be healthy for more than 15 games at a time, like playing both of them at the same time. And again, you can't, like, their supporting cast isn't ready at all to compete. They have Trae Young, they have Anthony Davis. Even if we live in a fictional world where both of them are fully healthy all year and they are fully healthy in the playoffs, they're still not gonna be competitive. They're not beating the Celtics with this team. They're not beating Detroit. They're not even beating like the Knicks, or I don't think they would beat Cleveland either.
No.
So you don't like Alex Sarr is a fine player. I think he has potential. Koulibaly's shown flashes of being a good defensive player. One of these guys is going to have to be your third best player. I don't think anyone on that team is nearly good enough right now. And with the age of Anthony Davis, it kind of has to be right now with this team. And now you're not going to be bad enough to bottom out. This is a really good draft class. You're going to win more games now than you should. And you're not going to be able to get a really good draft pick and build around these young pieces. It's such a ridiculous trade that they're locking themselves into being the 8th seed for the next 2 to 3 years. It makes no sense to me. This is why bad teams stay bad. I absolutely hate this trade for the Wizards.
No, definitely. I'm definitely with you. I'm definitely with you. Because I mean, some of these players, I'm looking at it right now. I didn't know this player was. I didn't know they was in the league. You know what I mean? I know Jaden Harden was. I know Jaden Harden.
But he also just
come from there. But he came with more. They're okay player. As I said, they're no-name player. They are no-name player. I mean, what's gonna happen?
This is Trae Young and Anthony Davis and a bunch of scrubs. That's what this team is.
Let's say D'Angelo Russell. If LT. The guy can, he can give you 10 to 15 points if healthy. He can score the ball. He cannot defend the ball. He cannot defend the ball.
He
for
can
God's
barely
sake,
even score at this point.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Bob Carlington. Who the hell is Bob Carlington? No offense, still. I'm just saying. Justin campaign. I never heard of what they play. I just said it. No disrespect.
That's what I mean. Like this team, it just
Trey
doesn't.
Johnson,
Trey Johnson is potential, but
right,
man.
Head coach Brian Knife, he gonna have his hand full.
Yeah.
He gonna come out every night try to pick his brain. Who I'm gonna play? Who's available? It's gonna be tough for him. I feel bad for the guy. I feel bad for the guy.
They might as well just play 2-on-5 for the entire season. Just have Trey and AD out there.
I feel bad,
but have the same impact.
But they can't stay healthy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Then you're playing 0-on-5 pretty much.
It's gonna be one night where there's no Trey, there's no Anthony Davis, are the two best players on the bench. And there go your team right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Brian Knife, like scratching his head, walking around the time. Just like people, like kids all over again. Might as well trade. I think you're like coaching the high school basketball team right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Moment, without Trey and Anthony Davis, it's a high school team, right?
That's what it's like. It's like coaching a high school team that has two like really promising recruits.
First player.
Yeah.
First round pick.
Two first round pick type guys,
yep.
And then just a bunch of guys that aren't even. They're going to play D3 ball in college or something like that.
I feel bad for Anthony Davis. He didn't deserve all this because I love the guy. Don't get me wrong. No offense, but it's business.
Yeah.
When it comes to basketball and this thing, it's business. So sometimes you gotta expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they're doing, so we can just wait and see. That's all we can do.
That's really all you can do.
They're not gonna be good. They're not gonna be good to get a first round pick this year. Definitely. They're gonna be better than our first round pick this year. I think they're gonna win a couple of games.
That's what I mean.
I think they're gonna win a couple of games. So I don't know. So they put themselves in a really bad position right now. If you ask me, might as well let us wait it out and see. And start fresh.
Yeah.
So. Talking about them, here they are right there, So that's a two first round pick right there, So I don't know. So it's gonna be a tough one.
They're listening. They're always listening right now.
They're like, what is boys talking about? But trust me, it's sports and we're analysts, and that's what we're here for. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We speak the truth. I mean, to the people. They
Yeah.
want to hear the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That is going to do it for us. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next week, we'll be going over our Super Bowl recap, giving our final takes on the game. I think by the time this video is posted, the game will already have happened, so you guys already know who won. But stay tuned. Next week, we'll be going over all of that. If you want to see our preview for that game, we have a video up on the channel already that goes over our picks and predictions and our keys to the game for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your night, you all.